Okay, so I'm here at Manchester Airport, which is now 80 years old, but actually 100 years before even the airport was here in Greater Manchester. 28 men, the pioneers, the Rochdale pioneers, came together and declared that things were unfair and they wanted to do something about it. 180 years later, I am on my way to the United Nations, where the United Nations will declare 2025 as the UN Year of the Co-operative. It's very fitting that I'm travelling from Greater Manchester to support this, but actually things still aren't fair and there's a lot of work to do. I'm documenting my trip. Liz McIver from the Heritage Trust talks about how we often collect things from the past, but we also need to document the future. So this one's for you, Liz. Right, I'm here in Lincoln Square, 8 AM Monday morning in New York, ready to go meet Jeroen Douglas, who is the General Secretary of the ICA, the International Cooperative Alliance. We've got absolutely loads to talk about and go through in preparation of the UN Year of the Cooperative, and also other plans to discuss. Hello, Todo.
Hello, Rose.
Great to be here with you. Where are we and where are we going?
So we are live from New York, the Big Apple, just across down, I don't know which avenue it is. In 8 minutes, we will be going to the Indian Perm Rep to the UN for a high tea reception. We're going to get together with a lot of cooperative colleagues across the world in about an hour and a half session where we will chit chat and talk about hopefully the future direction of the cooperative movement.
And Todo, you wear many hats. Which hat are you wearing today?
As the Secretary General of Consumer Cooperatives Worldwide, in short CCW, it's one of the 8 sectors of the ICA.
Thank you very much.
And even more so, we look forward to leveraging this moment to increase public awareness and advocacy for cooperatives in 2025 and beyond. So thank you.
Year and to the ICA and COPAC, we will be using the year to raise the profile of cooperatives and actually, as Fabiola says, bring into our UK citizens an understanding about how and why cooperatives do indeed build a better world. It's not impressive to say that cooperatives are one of the UK's best kept secrets. So I'm right by the White House right now, but you can't get near it at the moment because NATO, I think they're having breakfast or something, so everywhere's like completely closed off. I'm on my way to NB Clusa, so that's the equivalent of Cooperatives UK in North America, to spend the day there. But having spent the day yesterday in New York at the United Nations and just listening to cab drivers and receptionists and just generally everybody that I'm speaking to here in America, such volatile times. Everybody's very nervous about the elections, but it's really hopeful what's going on in the UK with the new government. So everybody really is looking to the UK right now, particularly from the cooperative perspective. It's dead windy, but it's actually 38 degrees and roasting. So I'm going to go off and see Doug. But yeah, I'd say that's what's going on. at the White House at the moment. I'll show you behind me, like literally can't get near it. Try again later. So I'm here with Doug, NCBA CLUSA. Can you tell us a little bit about NCBA CLUSA and what you do, Doug?
Yeah, National Cooperative Business Association, CLUSA International, it's a mouthful. We're the apex association for the United States cooperative community, like Co-ops UK. And we are an association, so we do advocacy and public awareness and thought leadership. And then we do a lot of co-op development as well, both here in the United States, but we do a lot internationally and have for about almost 75 years. We're in 20 countries helping farmers, small businesses, women, young people use cooperatives to improve their lives. So that's what we do here at NCBA CLUSA.
And yesterday you spoke very well at the United Nations soft launch for the UN Year of the Cooperative. I was just wondering what your thoughts were on the event and what you got out of attending it.
I thought it was a great event, and it was really a pleasure to sit next to Rose, who also did a fantastic job talking about the cooperative community in the UK and some of the recent developments and how the cooperative community can kind of leverage this moment. The 2025 International Year of the Co-op, of course, proclaimed by the United Nations recently, gives us an opportunity to talk about and increase the awareness and advocacy for co-ops. And that's really, the soft launch was a conversation with very high-level UN officials as well as many cooperative leaders from across the world that are beginning to project the potential of the International Year of the Co-op, and particularly pointing to the conference in Delhi in November.
I'm back in New York and I'm staying in Soho, and I've just been to the most gorgeous little bakery in Tribeca, independent, lovely. But I'm very, very, very frustrated, co-op world. I've spent all morning looking. I wanted to go to a co-op bakery or even to a co-op or one of the food co-ops, and it's so difficult to find any information about co-ops in the locality of New York. I thought in the UK that our directory was poor, and we're working on that, let me assure you. But it's the same everywhere. So the idea that .coop are working on about an international directory for co-ops is so important and so significant and so relevant, and is something we absolutely need to get on board with. But not just the directory. My phone should have been pinging me, telling me that I'm right by a co-op that I should go and visit. I want to buy gifts for people. I'd like to buy them for the co-op. Come on, people, we can be better than this. Right, okay, that's it. I'm back home, very tired, in sunny Manchester. Lots to think about actually, especially, so no two co-ops are the same as we've seen, but what I didn't really realise is that no two apex bodies are the same. All got different nuances, different structures, different deliverables. But one common goal, and obviously all the golden thread always being those values and principles. So I think in the UN year of the cooperative, we're going to have an opportunity to share the work of cooperatives around the world, and we've just got to work out the best way to communicate it so it really resonates. That's my biggest takeaway. Let's see how we go.